You're welcome back. Discouraged? Then stand against the acts of corruption. That's the message to women at the S.West rollout of the Nigerian Women Against Corruption project. The project, which was flagged off in December 2016, is an initiative of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission in collaboration with the Office of the Wife of the President, Mrs. Aisha Buhari.
It's a large turnout of participants from different walks of life at the S.West Nigerian Women Against Corruption project rollout, a special project of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, the Efcc. Wives of S.West governors, notable women leaders, women in military and paramilitary groups, religious organizations, female politicians, public office holders and legislators, as well as girls from various schools in Nigeria's S.West region are here. Their presence shows that they are prepared to support the EFCC in its efforts to tame corruption in Nigeria. In his welcome address, the acting chairman of the EFCC explains why the Commission is involving women across the country as ally in the efforts to sanitize the country of corruption.
I'm convinced about the eminence of the birth of a new Nigeria of our dream. In this task, we can only look in the direction of women who are naturally gifted with the power to raise and nurture generations of Nigerians. Also, we cannot continue to underestimate the power of women to change the destiny of our nation. With you, I must say we have taken the right step by inviting you to join us in this special crusade to rid Nigeria of corruption. We call on you today to be change agent and help in the difficult task of building a better Nigeria for both the present and the future generations.
The keynote speaker, who is a renowned human rights lawyer, Ayo Obe, talks about the roles women can play in the anti-graft war.
I appreciate that it can be difficult when faced with the government. Indeed, a president who himself agreed that Nigerians are fantastically corrupt. But I say that Nigerian women can fight for ethical behavior, can fight to instill integrity into their children, are entitled to expect and demand it from those with whom they interact. This expectation need not and ought not to be limited to Nigeria's women. But we've passed the point where we should be waiting for somebody else to voice it out, or hanging back and waiting for the men to take the lead. Let us set the pace for the morality that we want to see at home, in our homes and in our country. I'm confident that we will find ourselves in an army of millions of men and women who have made up their mind to change the condition that makes crawfish bend, and to change it to one in which it is the bent and the crooked who seem out of place, because the majority is standing clean and upright.
Adding to the discourse, other women advised that the fight against corruption should begin from the home.
Where children are contented and they learn from their parents, there is no way they will go out, pass to the secondary school or to the university and begin to molest every opportunity they are giving to them. So we should be back to basic. That is home training. When we train a child the way he should go, he will not depart from it.
As long as we see corrupt people go to jail, come out, and we celebrate them, we worship them, we clap for them. As long as we celebrate corruption, it's going to continue to thrive. And you know what? I think we're at a point where we all have to say enough is enough. Never again should we go back to the days we're coming from. Never again should we have anybody steal what is yours, take it away, steal, live with impunity and get away with it. And that is why I want to appeal to you. Let us support President Muhammadu Buhari's fight against corruption. We have a president who for the first time is tackling corruption headlong. We need to support him. And as women, as mothers of a nation, we can be agents of change, and we can do it.
Women are strategically positioned by the role we play as molders of characters and behaviors. If we view corruption as one of the manifestations of deficient moral values, we must begin to pay proper attention to the home and ensure that our children are given the right upbringing based on time-honored values of honesty, integrity, trust, the fear of God, and dignity of labor.
We have the potential, we have the capacity, we have the ability to persuade, mobilize, and to canvass support on government stance on corruption. This is a campaign that must be taken to all, from the government officials to the market men and women, artisans, professionals, students, to the rich, to the poor, to the transporter, and all and sundry. Let us be effective watchdogs of government and demonstrate to all through our actions and inactions that corruption is evil.
And then the official launch of the Women Against Corruption project. The Nigerian Women Against Corruption Advocacy Project is expected to be taken to other zones of the country, particularly the grassroots, in order to expand the army of women enlisted in the fight against corruption in Nigeria.